Okay, this is the hardware. And this is Veronica. Okay, now.
Hello? Hi. My name is Veronica and this is Daniela, and we're right across the street at Texas Wrestling, and we're doing, it's me that looks like it. And we're just doing a project on the local community, which pertains to the Polytechnic Heights area. And every time we do research, everybody always talks about this hardware.
Yeah.
And I understand the owner has passed away since then.
Okay.
And is that correct or no?
Well, since I'm the owner, I think the rumors of my death are probably over-exaggerated.
See, that's good that we're out here in the local community to get updated on this.
Yes.
Because in our class they did. They said the owner has passed and that it was turned over to maybe the
son,
nephew, or something. And you're the owner?
I'm the owner. I've owned the store for about 25 years.
Oh, wow.
Well, again, I'm Veronica Morgan. That's okay. I have sanitizer.
It's not going to ungreet you.
I know. But anyway, we just want to take about 5 minutes of your time. And just tell us, as far as, because you've been here this long, you know, what are some of the strengths and weaknesses still being in the area, why you never left, why you continue to stay here. So just a quick little synopsis.
The store's been here since 1913.
Okay.
Okay. And it originally opened up in this spot, and then it moved down the street in 1918.
Okay, we never knew that.
I'll show you.
Okay. We were always told that it was here. Oh, good. Okay.
This is a picture of the street in 1921.
Okay.
Okay. Originally the three buildings that you see here were the only thing here in 1913, if you may. And you see the bank. The bank, once it closed down here, they built the building across the street that someone's calling the Baker Building.
Okay.
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 And the bank moved across the street there.
Okay.
One of your buildings down the street, which is the Dello House, you know which one that is?
Well, I was going to say, I don't think we've talked about that.
No.
It's the one that's got the substandard sign on the front of it. It's within. It's the Dello House. Okay. And it's in the next block. Okay. And it's the big two-story building. There's a vacant lot, and then the Dello House. And then I think there was a vacant lot, and then Wade Hall.
Okay, Wade Hall. Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, he was the president of the bank, SS Dello. And in this picture, in 21, the store is right here. And then in right in this spot right here. And then in 1935, after the bank had moved, they came back up and consumed these three buildings. And see, here's one building here, and then the next building, and the next building.
Okay.
Right. And then they were all incorporated in one building. So other than that, we're just an old-time hardware store, and probably 90% of our business is heaters.
Okay, that's what I was going to ask. Yeah, I see. And all of those are different styles. I remember this one right here from my grandparents, I think it was. And my sister just got out of the tub, and we were playing in the bathroom. That's when they had those 12-foot tubs, and she bent over, and her butt got burned in there.
But she only did it one time.
Yeah, she only did it one time.
Veronica, you're so silly.
I'll never forget it because they had a mark like a tag, like a tic-tac back there. So that was something. So the business is pretty steady, or?
Well, it's pretty steady. Okay. We're kind of slow in the summertime.
Okay.
And we pick up, and then finally when it gets cold outside, we're just covered up with heaters.
Okay.
Right. And we maintain a website, which is dearbornheater.com.
Okay.
So we get calls from all over the country.
Oh, okay.
And we sell parts.
Okay. Now tell me about the windows being covered.
You really want to hear about that?
Yeah, we would. Sorry.
Okay. The 3 years ago, the owners of the properties along here,
Okay.
somehow Wesleyan was trying to buy it or going to buy it. I'm not really sure what the arrangement was. And the owners of the properties, they started trying to buy up some more property until they consumed enough. And they were taken to the Building Standards Commission because when it rained more inside the building than it did outside.
Okay.
So after about 5 or 6 meetings, they put everything on demolition delay. And there was a federal grant of some monies that helped dry the buildings in and you know, the facades on the front.
Okay.
And equally with the front of the store. So that stayed pretty constant with not too many broken windows, not too much vandalism until April or May of this year.
Oh, really?
April or May.
What do you think spiked that?
Actually, it's the rocks right across the street over there. You had a rock garden out in the middle of where the W is. Okay, and it was full of lava rock and all of the rocks. If you want to collect a lot of rocks, all you have to do is just kind of kick along the ground and you get lots of rocks. So school kids and such, and these kids in the back around in the neighborhood. Once they started breaking, you know, they would break one and then another and then another, and you can see that there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Okay? In both blocks, front and back. Okay. Have you seen the back?
No, we haven't seen the back.
Okay.
We drove by there, but we didn't see it.
Okay. I can give you some bullets in case you need.
Maybe we better not go back.
So I contacted the management of the buildings, which is Townsite Corporation.
Okay.
And after 2 or 3 or 4 calls, they informed me that they were not going to fix the glass. So then another glass broke and another glass, and then I came down here one Saturday morning and there was rocks everywhere.
Oh my.
And I went out and picked up all the rocks, and I noticed that one of mine was broken over the door. So that Saturday afternoon, I went out and bought $1,500 worth of wood, and I just boarded all the way across, all the way down. I've got $40,000 worth of glass across the front of this building. So as soon as I did that and painted it, code enforcement came out and tried to intimidate me about saying you can't do this.
You can't do that.
Okay, but I can because I'm in no violation whatsoever.
Right.
And now it is my understanding that either code or building standards has now issued these people a warning or a citation or something to either board the glass up or fix it or do something. I don't know what the outcome of that is.
Okay.
But for the time being, my boards are staying up.
Okay. And how do you feel about having your windows boarded, or?
Oh, I kind of like it, really. I mean, it's okay. I don't have people looking in the window at 7 o'clock in the morning. You know, they don't do that at Walmart.
Right.
So, you know, they'll get up to the crack in the door and say, "Hello, are you in there?"
So most of your clientele are what, orders over the phone? Do you have much walk-in traffic?
Oh, lots of walk-in.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, we sure do.
And do they always ask about windows being boarded, or?
Well, a lot of them do. That's one guy. Sure, I'm glad you wrote hardware on that thing. So I got arrows, so I can find the door.
Okay.
But they don't seem to mind.
Right.
And I would rather not have it this way.
Right.
But whoever they is, they don't seem to want to rent these buildings. Anytime we have someone come out and look at the buildings, sometimes someone will show up and open the door for them, and they'll walk in and look around and never come back. So I'm sure that they're grossly overpriced. But
yeah, that's what we've heard. And also they said some of them need to be remodeled.
All of them.
Yeah, so I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. Okay.